Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Ezekiel 5'1", also known as Ezekiel. You can call me whatever you want out of those two. I'm just playing. Anyways, I just want to talk about a couple of things, man. Just want to go over the professionalism in the barbershop. And I think that's what's been going around a lot, at least what I've been seeing on Instagram and YouTube and all the social media stuff. But there's this idea that, obviously inflation is going crazy, so you got to raise your prices because of that. But at the same time, if your professionalism isn't there, it's hard to justify those prices. Yeah, you can raise them up and still maybe get, bring them in, bring in clientele, but sustaining clientele is a different story. You got to have that professionalism. So anyways, I think I'm kind of going off, but what I wanted to bring out is, how can we be professional, or how can we receive such high paying clients, the people that are coming as lawyers or doctors or something crazy like that? How are we going to do that if, we're in the back, just got done hitting a blunt, just got done drinking a 40, or not a 40, but you popping the Corona or something like that? How you gonna expect to come into the shop smelling like weed or smelling like some type of vape pen or alcohol or something? Ain't nobody trying to smell that. Nobody is. That's bringing down that professional image. That's why the barbershop is the way it is, and that's why nobody respects the barbershop, is because of people that are out there just smoking and drinking on the job. Like, I don't care if you're doing it off a job. What you do is what you do with your life, but you're at a job. This is your business, and you're over here getting lit up, getting tipsy at the shop. And people are wanting to bring their kids in. They want to bring their kids in, no matter their age. They can be teenagers, and nobody's trying to bring their kids to someone who's constantly high, constantly sort of drunk or tipsy, or smelling like weed, or smelling like some type of vape pen or something. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Ain't nobody trying to smell that or be around that. I mean, you might have a handful, but majority of people out there in the world are not trying to walk into any professional environment and be smelling weed on a doctor, weed on a lawyer, weed on your McDonald's worker, or something like that. Nobody's trying to walk into a store like that, because that just contaminates the whole business. It disrupts the atmosphere. But anyways, if we want to see professionalism in the industry, that's one of the two things. That's two of the things that needs to stop. Is just stop with the smoking, vaping, stop with the drinking. I mean, come on, you can't be that addicted. You really can't. I mean, if you are, get some help or something. Do something different. Another thing is the conversations that we have, that I've heard in barbershops, that I've heard from other places and other people, clients coming to me and talking about, yeah, man, it was the barber was cool, man, but they just be talking about some crazy stuff, man. I wasn't trying to hear. I got my kids and this and that. I got plenty of clients that have come to me because the barber that was doing their hair, that was dope. They're probably better than me. They probably were. I have no doubt about it. But their conversations were just not fit for the environment that the client was trying to come into. So that's another thing, is changing your conversations. Like, not every conversation got to be about the girl that you slept with last night, or the girl that you've been messing with and decided to go to another person. Change that up. Change your conversation, man. Act mature. You're 30 years old, 40 years old, and you're still talking about your old past life. Like, come on now. And man, another thing is those people who are married, the barbers that are married, still talking about this girl and that girl and just fooling around, trying to have a side life. Nobody's trying to see that. Nobody's trying to hear about that. I don't even know why I got in that. But anyways, change your conversation. You know what kind of conversation you need to have around certain people. And most people, again, are not trying to hear about the girl you slept with last night. Most people are not trying to hear that. Guaranteed. Change your conversations up. Change that up. Another thing, man. Being late. I mean, man, lateness, man, that's huge. I hate being late. I don't ask my clients. My clients know that I'm on time. I hate being late. I'm not going to be late. And if I'm usually when I'm late, it's because someone else was late. Barbers, you got to be on time, man. And when you set your time on your apps, if you're using any of those, like the Booksy, the Cut, Style Seat, all those booking apps, make sure the time is accurate. If it takes 30 minutes to do the cut, make sure it takes 30 minutes to do the cut. If it takes 45 minutes, make sure it says 45 minutes. Don't put 30 minutes and you're taking an hour and a half. Nobody likes waiting through 30 minutes, let alone 15 minutes to get their hair cut. 15 is like, it's like, all right, man, you almost done. 10 is cool. 10 is all right, but 30 minutes, an hour just to get cut, make sure your times are accurate and make sure you're finishing those clients within that time. And then show up to your appointment. If you're gonna go to lunch, make sure that lunch is in a timely manner. When you wake up as well, when you're going to your first client, get there. There's been plenty of clients in that category where their barber, again, I'm gonna say they're probably way better than me, was always late, never showed up, or just never got back to them. Their communication was trash. They took too long on another client. And they show up at their appointment, which was at 9:30, and the barber's barely starting on his 9 o'clock. Like, goodness gracious, you guys gotta be on time. Stop going out late every single weekend or every single night, spending your money. This is a business, man. This is your business. Treat it like one. Don't act like you just gonna have money the next day. Your client can fire you. You're not the boss of that client. You don't own the clients. They can easily fire you. And when you're late all the time, they don't want to work with you. You gotta respect their time. They're respecting your time. They come early. Most clients come early. Most clients do. I rarely have clients that come late. And if they do come late, they usually let me know. Most of the time, I'm cool with that. However, barbers, come on, you can't be late. That's a huge thing. It's just barbers being late, always late, and just horrible in communication skills. I mean, man, their communication skills are just trash. There's communication and being on time. I want to say those are like one of the two huge issues with the industry is communicating with your client and being on time. If you're not on time, man, let them know. And if you're constantly being late, fix that. Get up early. Do something different, man. Stop rushing. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to spew out. If we want this professionalism to be a product of this industry as barbers, those are the things we got to fix. If you look at the salon industry, they're way more professional than us. They ain't out in the back smoking and drinking, vaping, smelling like weed, smelling like alcohol. Most of them ain't. That's why they have high-paying clients. That's why most salons are making way more than barbershops, because they're not acting all ratchet and ghetto and unprofessional. They're being professional. They're on time. They're making sure that their clients are in well communication with them, and they're not doing all the stuff barbers are doing. They've been past that. They've been past the lateness. I don't think they've ever even been in that category, honestly. They've always been a professional environment. Salons have. Every salon I've heard about, every salon I've walked in, always professional. They're communicating. When someone walks into the door, they greet you. Barbershops, my goodness, you walk into the door, they're just like, nothing, just working on their client. No hi, no what's up, you got an appointment, or you walk in, nothing, no nothing. So change that up, barbers. Change that up. But that's it. Share this post, man. Share this on your story, comment. Let me know what you think. If you got any other, I don't know, comments or questions or something, shoot them. Love to have a conversation, a deeper conversation on this. If you got anything you want to say, anybody got anything to say, but yeah, share this thing. Share it, post it, repost, reel it, all that good stuff. All right, y'all.